You know, it's Saturday morning and I find I just need to take a little break from the quilting, from making the quilts. So, I'm going to make some pinwheels for Mrs. pinwheel pocketbook. So, they're going to be like this size, I believe. There will be two of the same, because I can actually get two little pinwheels out of one little charm square. So this would be the second colors here. And I might do one of each color on each side of the pocketbook. So I've got some ready here to sew. So I'm going to be making some little blue pinwheels. And I believe we had talked about having a dark blue bottom to the bag. And probably maybe like a light blue around the top of it. Possibly light blue. I have enough. I had bought this, I believe, for my rainbow quilt. So I think I've got a half a yard of this. So there should be enough for the lining. That's the big thing, is getting enough for the lining. So, and there's certainly, I don't even know where this one came from, but it's perfect, wherever it came from. So I will use this for the bottom of the bag and maybe even the handles. So I think that would be a nice touch to have the bottom in this, the top in the light blue, the lining in the light blue. And we probably want a couple pockets on the inside, don't we? So I'm going to work on that this weekend. I need a break. I need to be doing something a little different. So that's what we're going to work on. Here's my first pinwheel. And these will be squared up once I have all four of them made, to make sure they're all the same size. But what I did this time is I cut this piece a little bit wider because I didn't want the pinwheel, the square, to be short because of this piece. So that can be trimmed down, but actually the rest of these all look pretty good. So I think that's a good plan, and I will get on to doing the strips for these and get the second one made. And then I can start putting these together. These will be the other two pinwheels. These are the 1.5 inch strips that I've sewn onto the light blue, and I've just sewn these little half squares onto it. So now I'm trimming it off, and I am doing like an 1/8 of an inch seam on these, by the way, using that other, lining it up with that inside right there versus the 1/4 inch one. These pinwheels are too small to be doing a 1/4 inch. So now I'm just trimming off this extra piece that when I did the big triangles, they were being cut that way. So I'm just trimming these off, and I'll be pressing these open, and I'll be able to put my little pinwheels together and have two of them done. I got two more to go. All right, I have the 4 pinwheels done. This will be one side, and this will be the other. I decided to put the 2 pinwheels, the 2 same ones, together. It just looked better than putting one of each. So that's those 2, and that's those 2. So this has the little like silver flecks in the light blue, and this has the little silver flecks in the dark blue. So I thought that was a pretty cool combination. So what I'm going to do now, I was thinking I might be able to use some of these as the bottom, but I can't because of the extra width of the pinwheel things. So that's okay. I think I'm done with my charm packs. And what I'm going to do is probably border these with the dark blue. I actually might be able to see if I could do a top part and the lining with that. Thinky thinky. Okay, so that's the next part of this process.